o'clock on this Thursday morning. It's a Friday Eve.
It is.
June 4th. Thank you for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Ferdman.
And I'm Dan Schreck. We've got a lot to cover this morning, but first we want to have a look at some of the news you need to know.
Stephanie Joseph is live in the newsroom. She's taking a look at some of our headlines this morning. Steph?
Hey there, guys. We do begin with Rochester police investigating the death of a 29-year-old woman who went missing in early May. Police say Majesty Montgomery was murdered at a home on Austin Street and buried on a piece of land in Yates County. She was reported missing by her family early last month, who hadn't heard from or seen her in more than a day. Anyone with information should call 911 or the Crime Stoppers hotline 423-9300. The Red Cross is stepping in to help an Ontario County family after their home was destroyed in a fire. Crews were called to a porch fire on Dewey Road in Manchester around 4:30 yesterday and found that entire home engulfed in flames. No injuries were reported, but we're told 2 dogs have not been located. The cause of this fire remains under investigation. Over in Washington, House lawmakers have passed a war powers resolution restricting President Trump's military actions in the Middle East. The measure passed yesterday with 4 Republicans crossing party lines after failing in the House 3 previous times. The legislation would require congressional approval for the U.S. to continue its fight in Iran. And happening tonight, get excited because I am the 4th annual Dancing with the Arc competition benefiting the Arc of Monroe. For $5, you can vote for your favorite pair of dancers online, including myself with my partner DJ. And if you'd like to vote for me, thank you in advance, you can grab your smartphone and just scan that QR code right there on your screen now. Tickets for the event, they're still available. And again, it starts at 6 tonight. And that's what you need to know.
Dan is busting out his moves.
Did you get warmed up, Steph?
You know it. Always ready.
All right, good. Gonna have a lot of fun. Good
Thanks,
luck
Steph.
tonight. All right, let's get a look ahead at what we've got brewing for the next 2 hours, people, starting with the Rochester City Mark, celebrating 50 years. This morning, we're looking ahead to the upcoming Flower Fest at High Falls. We're going to learn more about the special celebration featuring local artists, city-inspired creations, and a drone show over the waterfall.
Then a Rochester organization is taking a stand against gun violence in a pretty unique way. We're going to take a closer look at how Rise Up Rochester is preparing for its Go Orange Walking the Runway Against Gun Violence fashion show. It's happening later this month. We'll tell you how to get involved.
And later, the Spencerport Firemen's Carnival is back, bringing some classic carnival fun for the entire family. We have 2 of Spencerport's finest already in studio, Abigail and Mark McLean. We are going to have more, though. Join us live today to tell us about the festivities and how the long-standing event supports local volunteer firefighters.
Yeah, looking forward to a lot of that today. First, though, the biggest story, the forecast.
Right.
This Friday Eve,
This is
sunshine, temperatures in the 80s. Meteorologist Marty Snyder here with a little bit of the good news. Marty?
Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, it is going to be a beautiful day for us today. That sunshine is going to hold on pretty well. And pretty much what you see right now for a lot of the day, it's going to be a day where, yeah, we're going to see some cloud cover passing through, but it's going to be thin cloud cover that's going to allow some sunshine in. So what we're seeing right now is some of that cloud cover, but still at least some blue working through those clouds. And I think that'll be the theme going through a lot of the day today with still a pretty good amount of sunshine. 61 right now. We'll see temperatures rise up pretty rapidly throughout the area. Already we're seeing many places come up off these early morning lows pretty well. A lot of places rising a little higher into the 60s already. And we're going to see numbers rise to within a few degrees of the lower 80s during the afternoon. Humidity is going to stay pretty well in check throughout the day today, so that's some good news as well. Down to 61 tonight, 85 for tomorrow, so a little bit higher then. As we get into Saturday, have to keep a close eye on that forecast because there will be at least some showers. I heard that, Dan. And then looking a little bit better as we head into Sunday, so that may be the choice of the 2 weekend days.
It's got nothing to do with Saturday. No.
Oh, really?
No,
it was a
it
happy
doesn't.
sigh.
That's a happy sigh. That's a look at those date side temps and look at those overnight. I mean, it's perfect.
Okay.
It's perfect.
I'll believe you.
I think,
and with the sunshine, the plants are going to need a little bit of water.
Yeah.
It's true. It's that balance we need. And yeah,
Yep.
I almost hate to say it, but yeah, it is a little bit dry out there now compared to all that rain that we have been seeing. So yeah, we just need to balance it out. So we'll look at it that way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Marty, thank you.
Okay.
We appreciate it. Hey, let's go off the top and start with some things that have piqued our interest this morning. I'll start things off, and I want to talk about carbs. Bread. Sourdough,
Ooh.
specifically.
Oh, no.
Let me tell you how this stuff is made. And I've got some very special sourdough right here. Feel free.
What'd you do to it?
I didn't do anything to it. I toasted it, is what I did to it.
Thank you.
So you don't, I'm going to tell you how it's made. You don't just use yeast from a packet for real sourdough. It uses a starter, a living mix of flour and water that catches wild yeast right out of the air. The yeast is alive. It feeds, it grows. Why aren't we eating it?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to be like loud. It's going to crunch a lot.
I hope it crunches. Oh, good. Okay. And that's what gives you the tang. That's what gives you the chew. That's what gives you the rise and that crust. You're good at the crust.
Thank you.
Abby does it well.
Thank you.
She loves sourdough. She cooks it. She knows how to do it. This loaf I ordered special 2 weeks ago,
Did you really?
and it finally showed up. And it's made with a very special starter.
What did you do to it?
More on that in just a moment. Right now, let's talk about something remarkable. Scientists just made sourdough with yeast that's more than 5,000 years old. You know, Ötzi, the Iceman, the mummy, 2 German hikers found frozen in the Alps in 1991. He died more than 5,300 years ago. Before the Egyptian pyramids were ever built, he was shot in the back with an arrow. For the past 30 plus years, though, Ötzi has been kept frozen at -6 degrees Celsius. And a team based in Italy just published a study in the journal Microbiome that they went looking inside him, and yep, they found yeast.
No, stop it. Stop it.
That's him. 4 different kinds. All that can survive below freezing temps. In his gut, on his skin, and in the brownish water that melted off of him. These are the kinds of yeasts you normally only find in somewhere like the Antarctic. So scientists did what any scientist would do. They grew it in a fridge, and they tried making sourdough. At first it didn't work, but after 3 months, they had a very good sourdough. Now, not everyone is convinced that the yeast is actually 5,000 years old, but that is neither here nor there this morning. Here's the part that's really cool. When they found Ötzi, they treated him like a normal body, and they used a chemical called phenol to stop the fungus on him from growing. And this yeast ate the phenol, which means someday it could help break down chemicals in contaminated places. So a man who died before the pyramids were built might actually help us clean up the planet and bake a better loaf. And what a coincidence that this story came out today, Abigail. It was published because in mid-May, I found a company that makes bread with yeast found in the stomach of a goat. It arrived at the station yesterday.
Dude.
How is it?
I'm going to have a panic attack. That's not real. Please tell me that's not real.
No, this is from Wegmans.
Okay.
John bought it for us this morning.
Oh my God.
But the part about Ötzi is real. I got her. That was the goal. That was the goal, my friend.
I literally have tears in my eyes right now. Oh my God.
And honestly, nothing beats sourdough.
I'm really angry at you right now. That was so mean. I was so scared to know where that was going.
It's good.
Yeah, it is good. I thought it tasted like store-bought, and then you said you ordered it special, and I was like, wow, that's really nice. And then you started talking about what was found in him, and I was like, there's no way, because that would certainly cost too much money, and that would blow the entire Arc Rochester budget. And then I was like...
It would blow the entire Arc. Fun fact, though, they really did make bread with it. They did. They're also working on beer.
Okay. I don't want that. I just want to set the record straight and tell you.
The desperation and horror in her eyes when she just said to me, I don't want that.
I just want you to know, like, my stomach is like in my throat right now. That's how much panic filled my body. Because all morning long, you're like, I can't tell you what my off the top is. And then he comes in with this paper plate covered with another paper plate. And he can't tell me what's in it.
Isn't it good, though?
That was like my version of a scary movie right there.
Right.
The idea that I was eating yeast found inside somebody.
At first, I thought to myself, do I make it like yeast that's somehow grown on the goats.
Well, you
And
know
then
how I
thought,
feel about
no,
goats.
we got to do stomachs.
You know how I feel about goats.
Well,
I don't really love them.
I know, but
That
it was good bread.
Yes, I will continue eating that.
'Kay.
Thank you.
She can't move
I
forward.
don't really know how I'm supposed to. All right, read the words, Abby. Read the words. It's fine. All right, so do you remember like those middle school relationships, middle school and high school, and like how dramatic it was? They all were. It started with passing notes and maybe some uncomfortable dances. You had to keep like an arm's length apart, right? But it was
Yes.
like super romantic
You hold
in the
the hips
moment.
like this.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Other
And then
phone.
you've got the phone calls, right? They last hours and hours. You hope your parents don't hear, and you're like up late. You hang up first. No, you hang up first. It was exciting. It was also
remember that.
really odd, right? Your hormones were going crazy. The tiniest disagreement could turn into a full-blown breakup. A single text could be misinterpreted, leading to an all-out war between couples, friends, and families. Well, what if you took all of that out of the equation and just had a significant other who always agreed with you? They were always there for you. They never misinterpreted what you were saying. It's a trend we're seeing among some teen boys turning to AI chatbots for romantic companionship. We're talking about giving these bots names and interacting with them as if they were real significant others. 2 years ago, a tech expert actually predicted that the AI girlfriend industry would boom, and it has. A survey was conducted in the UK of about 1,000 boys between the ages of 12 and 16. It found that 85% had communicated with a chatbot. Okay, so that's not entirely unusual,
No.
right? But 20% said they knew a friend or an acquaintance who was dating their chatbot. More than 25% of those surveyed said they would prefer an AI relationship over a human one. Why? Well, more than half said AI relationships are easier because, quote, they can control the conversation. That language, a little concerning. The study found that the bots don't reject them. They don't ignore their messages. They aren't too busy with their friends to respond when they want attention. There are no arguments. There's no friction. In another study conducted in 2024, 20% of Americans admitted to flirting with their chatbot. That same study found 45% of Gen Z men reported never having asked a woman out in real life. Listen, AI relationships, they might be appealing. You may have more control over the interaction, but that's not how real relationships work. Real life partners won't always agree with you. They won't respond perfectly. They won't tell you what you want to hear all the time. Some experts worry that could create unrealistic expectations for future relationships. Dating, it's already challenging enough, right? If we start young people off without the awkwardness, without the disagreements, without the drama of middle school, and without the excitement that comes with that first real relationship, what are they going to expect when they finally enter a real relationship? And how will their partners respond to their expectations?
This is terrifying. This is well, and I want to go back to the right at the very beginning. You said it was 85% said they had used AI, which again is fine, but 25% of that 85 said they knew someone who was in a relationship. And I'm just going, just going to make a guess here that 25%, they know someone in a relationship with an AI because it's them.
Could be.
And they just won't admit it.
Could be.
This is a generation of bubble boys.
Yes.
Sheltered. Yes.
Yep.
And that's terrifying. Especially the part of, I can't control the conversation. No,
That part
you
really,
can't.
that freaked me out. I didn't
You can't
like
control
that.
another human being.
Yep.
Whether it's your wife, your girlfriend, your husband, your brother, you can't.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, it's
And wanting to is not healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. It will, like I said, create unrealistic expectations going forward. And, it's like when you meet a kid who's never been told no, or somebody who hasn't been told that they are not the center of every single universe. And it's like startling and shocking, and they grow up and they become very interesting people. That's what this is kind of like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except dating.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%. I am. It's concerning, and I'm concerned for the future partners of these young men. that they may be more accepting of some of, and listen, I don't know how these kids are going to turn out, but it doesn't sound good. And I think when you're starting off on a bad foot, you're only going downhill in that relationship. And God forbid there's some sort of emotional or physical abuse. My fear is that the individuals on the other side of that relationship will not walk away from those relationships for whatever reason. And the control, I mean, Mom, Dad, cut the internet. Cut the internet. Take the cell phone away. Seriously. Monitor your kids.
Yeah.
The internet is such a scary and strange place.
Yeah. You talk about like creating bad habits.
Yeah.
That's
where it is. That's where it all begins. It begins with this.
Being told you're right about everything all the time.
Yeah.
That kind of like encouragement when it's not really warranted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's unhealthy.
You're living in a rose-colored world or a sky and wearing rose-colored glasses, and you've got grandiose ideas of who you are when, in fact, no.
Very true.
Scary.
Yep. All right. We have much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester when we come back. We're going to check in with Chris Lopez. He's live this morning learning more about the Hit the Trail Passport program at Wegmans.
And don't forget to take us on the go wherever you are. ARC Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Go toast some sourdough and join us on the other side of the break. I started to talk about it and ask.
That's 6,000, all right.
6,000. Yeah.
.19 this morning. Hiking is a great activity to enjoy with the entire family. And now that the weather is finally turning, it's the perfect excuse to head outside, get moving, and take in some scenery.
Wegmans is giving people even more of a reason to hike with its Hit the Trail Passport program, a walk and win challenge encouraging families to explore local parks and paths. Chris Lopez is live learning more about how it works. Chris, what is your step count right now?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask. It did drop. I was talking a little bit too much, but we're at 6,195. So I have a little under 4,000 to get before I head back to the studio. I think I can do it here with Kirby, nutritionist from Wegmans.
You can do it.
It shouldn't be all that hard. But we got to talk about nutrition. I've been walking 6,000 steps to get to 10,000. What should I be eating?
Did you fuel up? He didn't fuel
No.
up. He didn't fuel up.
I don't even eat breakfast at all, and I'm talking to a nutritionist.
We're going to set him straight here. So when we're thinking about getting your steps in, going for hikes or walks, the two things I always think about are hydration and energy.
Okay.
So you have energy in spades, so I'm not sure that's
all right.
a problem.
It's the coffee.
That's it. But when we think about hydration, water is always like the best choice. So when you're thinking about staying hydrated for whatever activity, just grabbing your own reusable water bottle. If you forgot it, you can always stop at Wegmans, grab some of these nice water bottles here. But also we often hear people don't like the taste of plain water, so some really nice choices for them are
Crazy.
Hey, to each their own. But for them, something like our Wonder Water, it's really nice. It's a still water, which is nice to not have that carbonation because sometimes that can bother your belly during activity. But it's got like a really nice subtle flavor to it. So this one that I grabbed is the lime. It's so delicious. So that's a way that you could hydrate with a little bit of flavor and no added sugars.
I have one question. What about energy drinks? On something
yeah.
like a hike or something like that, especially after you've had coffee? Do you think you need an energy boost on maybe a 10-mile hike or something?
Yeah, generally those would be something that you would look at on a case-by-case basis,
Okay.
really looking at like what's in them and what you're using them for. But for folks like hitting the trails out here, water is always a safe bet.
Okay.
So, and then in terms of other energy, you might be thinking of, have you ever heard that carbs are bad for you? Have you heard people say
All the time,
that?
yes.
And you boxed. Did you have carbs before you boxed?
I always
You
had carbs,
right?
yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
So carbs are our body's preferred source of fuel, so they are definitely not something to shy away from, especially if you're going to have some activity.
Okay.
Great choices would be things that will actually help you also get a food group in. So I always think like, how can I get my fruits and veggies in? So when you're out walking, you want to think about something that's portable, right? So a lot of people might just grab an apple. Bananas could work if they're not in a bag getting all bruised up, but something like a clementine. We actually love these applesauce pouches too in my house. A lot of people think, well, those are just for kids. They're great for kids, but these are awesome because you can throw them easy in a backpack and they stay good for a very long time because they're non-perishable.
And they're squeezable. You just have it in your pocket, squeeze, and keep moving.
So easy. Yeah, and we've got a bunch of different flavors. We got cinnamon, then we've got the unflavored, and we also have a peach. So these are really cool. Also, thinking about other carbs you might think of would be something like a whole grain. So again, thinking of how we can get some of those food groups in, because anytime you eat, it's an opportunity to get foods that are nourishing. So something that gives a whole grain, like a brown rice cracker, these are great for folks living gluten-free as well, and they give you some whole grain. Our fruit and grain bars are also a big hit. Now, if you are going out for something more strenuous, or you're going to be running, something that with a little less fiber might be good, because it's,
Yes.
but
Running.
if you're, exactly. But if you're just going for a walk, something like this is really nice.
Okay.
And then thinking again, fruits and veggies. You might not think of veggies for going for a walk, but I think this is such a tremendous opportunity to get these foods in, because it's like everybody wants to get their veggies in. Like 90% of people don't get their fruits and veggies, so why not use them to help you get through your activity?
Especially after you feel healthy after a walk or a
my
run, you want to go
gosh.
back home and get some vegetables in.
Yes,
I want to
exactly.
turn to this though, because
Sure.
this is kind of unique
Oh, yeah.
out here. You have the tuna, I
Oh
believe,
my
right?
gosh,
Albacore?
yes. So this is awesome. So this is actually something my family's done for a long time. We love tuna on hikes, and before we had these pouches, we'd bring a can with can opener and everything. But now we have these great pouches. So this is our albacore, lemon pepper flavored. We also have, I think, a barbecue, and there's a couple other flavors. But if you're not into the flavor, or you don't want the albacore, we've got a plain yellowfin. So it's cool because it stays in the pouch. You don't have to drain it. And then if you bring it along with something like your cracker, you have like a little snack.
I like it.
It's so
Using the
good.
cracker as a vehicle.
Absolutely.
My last
So good.
question, we have about 20 seconds.
Okay.
What about after a post-run or hike meal?
Yeah, anytime that you're, fueling, you're thinking about consistently fueling. So within 2 to 3 hours of your activity, just having a balanced meal, half a plate of fruits and veggies, some protein, some whole grains. But if you're really hungry after, something with a combo of carbs and protein is nice. So something like a trail mix, and we have any number of these like wholesome bars that we have that's got a nice combo of carbs and protein that'll help keep you going until your next meal.
There we go.
Perfection.
I'm going to be talking to Kirby once again in about 15 minutes, so we'll check back in with you then, learning more about nutrition. I have 4,000 steps left to go, so I literally have to get out of here. I'll see you soon. Peace.
Are you
going,
walking
Lopez.
back to the station?
Oh, you know what? That's a good idea.
I think you should. That's the way you're
No.
going to get those steps. He just took us right out of his
Sweaty
ear.
out there.
Is it? What's the time? It's going to be a really nice day.
Yeah.
All right, don't go anywhere. When Arch Rochester returns, we're talking more about the weather and weather trivia.
Mark will be here after the break. Welcome back. Meteorologist Mark McLean joining us now. We're talking about the sunshine, 80-degree temperatures, weather trivia.
Yeah.
Disruptors.
Oh, yeah. What is that?
Assemble.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we need like sweatshirts or something.
You guys have
man.
ideas, huh?
I would be fire.
Fire?
Obviously.
I think both
Nobody's going to argue with
both
you
of your
about that.
nicknames would be things that couldn't be said on television.
Probably.
Excuse me? Did you hear that?
I was being nice. I didn't say it. Just trying
You
to
know what? I have no comment.
No.
be nice Thursday.
Take it away.
Be nice Thursday.
Okay.
The,
Yeah.
the weather trivia.
Yeah.
Okay. But before the weather trivia, drum roll, please. There she is.
Hey!
Look at the size of that pot.
It's massive.
It is a massive tree.
How long did that take and how many people?
It took me and the boys about 30 minutes.
My God. Now, were
Yeah.
you yelling at them? Were you like,
Well,
no,
there
you're
was-
doing it wrong?
There was points of stress during the transition.
Is it? It goes above that
Yes.
the upper third there that's
yes.
on there, right?
Yeah, it goes above the umbrella. Yeah.
Wow. How old is it?
Oh, I gotta say, it goes back to when I was living on Elm Grove Road. So that's like 20 years. It's got to be 20 to 25 years old, I would say.
Wow.
My grandmother brought it back from Hawaii, a piece of it.
Really?
So that's where it
cool.
started. My grandfather had it. Didn't realize that they defoliate completely in the wintertime. And said, I think I killed this thing. You wanna take a shot at it? I didn't know a thing about it at that point. I was working at the garden factory, but I didn't know anything about it. And so I said, okay, well, give this thing a shot. I put it in a south sunny window, took it outside, and that next year it just went whoop.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're really
That's
crazy.
cool.
Yep. It's fun. It is a point of stress in our relationship.
Quickly, before you actually get into the
Yep.
weather,
Yes.
One thing that I noticed with this plant versus almost any other plant that I own or have owned is when this one breaks,
Yeah.
it bleeds.
It bleeds the white sap, yeah, and also those can be rooted easily. So I've found that probably 2/3 of all the branches that have been broken or just cut off, put it in soil, and it's easy to propagate. Yeah.
So you have a plumeria also? Mm-hmm. I didn't know.
He's
that.
got a cutting off this one.
A cutting from that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yep. I've got several, and 2 more down in Florida. So my cousin sent a couple around. But back to weather. Back to weather. What you need for a plumeria
Yes, you do.
is what we have outside, and that's what we're talking about for weather trivia this morning. We have a stretch of 80-degree warmth in the forecast. What June in Rochester's history had the greatest number of 80-degree days? And you think about it, right? June can be a summer month if it wants to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
June can also be like late April, early May if it wants to be. Not great, okay?
Yep.
Especially early June. But here's your choices. 15 days in 1991, 18 in 1966, 21 in 1973, or 24 in 1949.
Listen, I'm sure it was a lovely month whenever it was.
It was, right? So put your guesses up on Facebook, and we'll have that answer for you right here on ARC at 9 a.m. Back to the 80s, not the decade, although it was a great decade. 80 yesterday, and yeah, again, as mentioned, next couple of days, we can break this out.
How come we've still not put ourselves in those pool chairs?
I don't know. I got to get a picture. You guys have to send me a picture. If you want to be a part of the pool party, I need a picture of you like sitting so that like I can AI this thing.
Okay.
Okay?
I mean, Abby could do it in about 30 seconds on her cell phone.
Okay.
But you need a
gotta
photo
send me
shoot?
the-
I need help, and I also need help editing the 29 minutes of video from last week that we shot out in the garden.
I have an idea, though.
Okay. Summer air ahead. June 10th to 14th, this is the second week of June. Yeah, it's just going to keep going. The forecast in the middle of next week, mid-80s. It's always like that when finals come out, right, for the kids. 61, southwest at 7. Dew point is still in the 40s, and that's thanks to large high pressure. That's been our weather story for the entire week. I've put that big blue H on the air every single day this week, and it's just sitting there. Okay, we'll zoom in. Watch later Friday. The clouds start to come in from the west, and eventually we're going to find some of those showers back in Canada moving in for Saturday. But the weekend is not a total loss. There's your pup on the side of the screen. Get pup out for a walk today. 80 at lunchtime, low to mid-80s at 4 o'clock. Overnight tonight, we'll drop back to the low 60s. You know, it's that time you start thinking about the AC. The inside of the house isn't too warm yet, but definitely start thinking about it when you get overnights that are only back in the 60s. Seasonable next week. Definitely AC weather Tuesday, Wednesday, fan weather. Whatever you do, whatever you do to cool off.
Those overnight temps, though, like,
Lovely.
perfect.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Perfect.
It was on the deck last night. It was just great. Just moving a whole bunch of plants. I have one more to move out, the big jade.
Okay.
The big jade plant. That's an undertaking as well.
How big is that one?
It's
Really?
yeah, like that big.
Okay.
How do you have room on your deck?
Well,
You can't have people over or on the deck during the summer
Been
months.
on the deck. It's nice. It's
During
very
the summer?
nice. Yes.
it's fun. We'll have you. Dan, you got to come over.
I
You gotta
have
get
been
you out.
over.
Got to venture over to the west side.
Yeah.
I've been over.
Yeah.
You've been to Marcel?
Tonight would be a great night with the parade. I know it's bedtime. Actually, it's an hour past bedtime, right?
Yes, 7 o'clock is when that parade kicks off.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right. Don't go anywhere. We still have much more to get to here on ARC Rochester.
We're back right after this. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Dan.
Kivo.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Katie.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you both for coming in.
Yeah.
8:35 this Thursday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. June is National Gun Violence Awareness Month, and this Friday marks the start of Wear Orange Weekend, encouraging people to wear orange to highlight that cause.
The Golisano Children's Hospital is hosting several events to educate the community. Here to tell us more about the educational opportunities, we have Program Manager at Rise Up Rochester, Kivo Owens, and Social Work Manager at Strong Memorial's Emergency Department, Katie Jobson. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So let's get right into it. I want to first talk about the significance to Wear Orange Weekend.
Wear Orange Weekend represents, the larger event, June 5th through the 7th. It's Gun Violence Awareness Weekend. So wearing orange tomorrow is our primary event at Strong Memorial Hospital.
Why is this event so important to Strong Memorial?
We really want to do a lot of outreach with our community partners to really support our patients that come in with violent injuries to Strong Memorial Hospital. Our patients come in, worst day of their lives with these violent injuries, and we really want to do everything we can to wrap services and support around them.
Absolutely. And tell us a little bit about what Rise Up Rochester is doing as part of this weekend.
Yes. So Rise Up Rochester is a nonprofit organization that supports victims of violence and their family after they've been impacted by violence. So this weekend, what we want to do at Go Orange is actually since 2023 as we meet at Parcel 5. We're going to be there this Friday from 4 to 8 p.m. And it's just to gather the community and have the resources available. Monroe County is very resource rich, and we want to make sure those families have the access to those resources.
Can you give us an idea of what those resources are? Because we are, you said it, we're rich with these resources. The fact of the matter is, though, a lot of people are unaware of where those resources are or how to access them. So who can they expect to meet?
So they can expect to see us, Rise Up Rochester. They can expect to see 585 SNUG, Pathways to Peace will be there. I think Urban League of Rochester will be there. Some county will be there. There'll be law enforcement there, and just everyone that pitches in the community to support people and protect and keep everyone safe.
And Katie, I imagine for you working in the emergency department, you see firsthand the impact that gun violence can have on a person and on a family and a community.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. It's traumatic. Like I said, worst day of people's lives oftentimes. So our team really intervenes to provide immediate support to the patient, the family, partner with law enforcement, our community partners like 585 SNUG, Rise Up Rochester, and Pathways to Peace to really support them and help them transition back into the community post-discharge.
I would imagine, based on what the two of you do and your work, that you have a lot of stories from the other side. A lot of stories of after the violence has occurred and the growth and the prosperity and a lot of good that came after a very bad day. Mm-hmm. What is that like?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can speak to that. So, unfortunately, when someone's impacted by violence, that's just the beginning of their problems, right? Their life has been dismantled in some way, shape, or form, right? So what they need is support, and what that support looks like is good to have someone that can meet you where you're at. Not just say it, but actually come to us, so we respond bedside. We get calls from Katie and her team, and just be able to offer that support, offer a safe place to stay. You may need food to eat, may be losing hours at work, whatever it is, relocation. So that's what it looks like, and it looks different for everyone, right? No one incident is the same. And just caring for people.
What's the feeling, though, that you walk away with? Because that's got to feel very good to know that you are helping so many people.
Awesome. Yeah, so that's a good question. I actually used to work for the city of Rochester, which is a great career, pension, retirement things, and I left that work to do this work because while it is hard work, it is also heart work. So the payment is different in that I feel full, is what I want to say, and knowing that I helped someone after a very tough time in their life. And not just that person. At Rise Up Rochester, we support the whole family. We believe in a holistic approach to the work that we do.
Absolutely, because the pain doesn't stop just when the physical pain stops. Mm-hmm. I imagine that it lasts for quite some time.
And it doesn't just infect that person. Again, it affects the whole family.
Absolutely. Listen, you said that, and it stopped me. It's not hard work, it's heart work.
Absolutely.
That's really incredible. That really makes you stop and think. For someone sitting at home right now, they want to take part in the event this Friday. They want to wear orange this weekend. Is there anything else they need to know, or do you just put orange clothes on and go?
Put on any clothes and come. Right?
Put on any clothes.
Yeah,
That's right.
just come, show out, be present, meet some people, make some connections, and then I think that's the best thing to do.
Very good. Anything to add?
No, I think Kivo really summarized that. You know, our partnership is so valuable because we see these patients and we really want to provide them with everything we can to transition safely into back home and, you know, feel like they're supported.
Wonderful. We'll make sure to post all of the information on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show this morning. But mark your calendars, tomorrow afternoon, Parcel 5.
Coming up in our next hour, we're going to be looking ahead to Rise Up Rochester's upcoming fashion show, Walking the Runway Against Gun Violence.
Stick around, much more on Arc Rochester, including when we come back. We're once again checking in with Chris Lopez, who is learning more about how you can hit the trails with Wegmans.
Yeah, and we are streaming, so you can watch us on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
You know?
I'll be there.
All through it.
All right.
This is not right,
This
because
is
I know
not
I
a
have
good
more
pitch.
than 74.
Welcome back. As the weather finally starts to turn and summer is really just a couple days away, it's the perfect time to trade the couch for a little bit of sunshine and get out there and explore our local trails.
I like it. And Wegmans is making it even more fun to do with its Hit the Trail Passport program, giving people a chance to walk, explore, and get rewarded along the way. Chris Lopez is live this morning breaking down how this all works. Chris, where do your steps stand? And please don't tell us some excuse that you missed the mark because, oh, my step counter stopped working.
It must not be working right.
7,679. So a little less than 2,500 steps left to go. I said by the morning's end, so
When does the morning end?
I have some time. That's neither here nor there, okay? It's all about the Wegmans Hit the Trails Passport program. I'm here with Kirby. We're talking about how to fuel up for it. There was one question I wanted to get to that I didn't, and it was drinking some type of beverage during, right? And a lot of people are thinking of a sports drink.
Sure. Yeah, and those can certainly be appropriate. It kind of depends on your actual activity. So like a nice leisurely walk, you don't need a sports drink. Plain water will do just fine.
Okay.
If you're someone who's doing something very vigorous, strenuous, long-lasting, and you're sweating a lot, you certainly could consider a sports drink. And what's interesting about these is that some of them have that added sugars that generally we would say that you want to avoid or limit, but this is actually a situation where that sugar helps hydrate. It actually helps move the water into your cells. So it's very situation dependent, but they could have a place. But for most people, starting with that plain water is a really safe bet.
And then what about, my last question to you is, what about the people that are going to do this, take on this task, do 8 trails here in Pittsford, but have never hiked before? They're just going to jump in. What kind of hydration do they need before, during, and after?
Yeah, just making sure you're always hydrated. A lot of people will make the mistake of just trying to chug a bunch and then go out, but really good hydration is about staying consistently hydrated, even like the days before. And the way you would do that is honestly just drinking when you're thirsty, maybe a little bit more if you're hiking on a hot day, but you're really just trying to keep up with your thirst. If you sweat a bunch, you might do a little bit beyond your thirst, but it's not, doesn't have to be too super complicated. Just staying hydrated consistently is the way to go.
I love it. Very simple message there. Thank you so much, Kirby. I'm sure I will see you down sometime in the future. Have to head over to Bill. He is the town supervisor here in Pittsford on this beautiful day at this beautiful park here. Bill, why should someone check out this park maybe as their first time doing one of the 8 trails?
Oh, I think for a couple of reasons. First, the variety of trail experience you'll get here. And also, it's a pretty easy trail both for hiking and for biking. So it's a great place to start. And, of course, because we're where we are, there's ample parking here.
And there's different levels of difficulty. Thank you so much, Bill.
That's right.
Thank you for waking up early for us in the morning.
Absolutely. Good to be here.
And then from Pittsford, we are headed back to Wegmans. This is Amanda here. We're going to recap on the logistics and how you at home, yes, you can win a $250 gift card by completing all 8 of the trails, but you have to do some work yourself. Of course, you have to hike the trail, and then once you get to one of these mile markers, you
find the corresponding map in the little picture here. You put it on the trail marker, and then you do the rubbing. And this shows that you've hiked the trail.
No cheating, people.
No cheating.
And then there are 10 different towns participating. How can people find out more? Because it's just Pittsford here, but there's more.
So there's 10 around Rochester. If you go on Wegmans.com and type in keyword passport or hit the trails, you can find all the participating towns.
There we go. Very short and sweet. I have a few thousand more steps to walk, so I will see you guys back at the station. 2,500, not too bad. I can get it done in about 30 minutes.
Knees up, Chris. Knees up.
Ooh, ooh.
There we go. Keep going.
Good hustle.
Keep going.
Good hustle.
Don't lose the double box. We need to see that he's still running. Can we see if he's still running?
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone.
Whoops.
When ARC Rochester returns, we're looking ahead to an upcoming 50th anniversary celebration of the Rochester City Mart.
We're going to talk about it after this. Cool. Sound good? And then we're just going to grab a mic check from you, if you don't mind. Just say your name for us.
Yep, Carly Gillette.
Beautiful.
8:50 this morning. If you've seen the City of Rochester's logo, you know it blends both meaning behind the moniker, the Flower City.
The design was created 50 years ago, and this year Rochester is going to be celebrating with the upcoming Flower Fest, and it's all going down this weekend. Here with a preview of the event, we have Carly Gillette, the Assistant Manager of Special Events for the city. Carly, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
This is really cool. You know, I remember when I first moved to Rochester when I was in college, I had no idea what the mark actually meant. And then I learned about it and I thought it was so interesting. Give us a little background. Give us the history behind it.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was designed in 1975 by the city's first graphic designer, Lee Green. And it was designed as a way for residents to identify city workers. And it was adopted by City Council in 1976, hence the big 50 this year. So yeah, it has just grown to become this symbol that really identifies our city.
It really does. I mean, it's, you notice it. You notice it wherever you go. It really is.
Yeah.
It is everywhere. And we're proud of that as Rochesterians. And we get to celebrate our Rochester pride with this festival.
Yeah, that's right. So as part of this big anniversary, we are celebrating Flower Fest. So it's this Saturday, June 6th, from 6 to 10 over in High Falls on Brown's Race, the pretty cobblestone street. So yeah, it will be food and drink. There will also be the documentary that my colleagues over in communications produced, again, about the history of the logo. So, you know, not only its inception and creation, but also how it has evolved into this core identity of our city. So attendees will have the opportunity to see that. There will be 3 screenings in the former High Falls Museum over in Brown's Race. And then the night finishes up with a drone show over High Falls. So that starts at 9:45 to 10. And we are encouraging folks to come down to the Pond of Wren, to Austin Stewart Plaza and Andrew Street Bridge to get a good viewing of the show.
I want to go back to something you said, talking about the identity of the city. In your mind, what are people most proud of when they think of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it means home, right? You have a sense of pride when it comes to your home, and I think that is such a visible identity that we have for everyone in the city. So yeah, it means home, and it means so much to everyone, but I think that is the common underlying theme of the flower, right? That it's our home. So.
It is our home.
Yeah.
What I really liked about what I saw in that video we were just rolling is there's so many variations
100%.
to it. I think there was one that was a pizza maybe, and maybe one that was a garbage plate as well.
Yeah.
It's wonderful that the community has adopted this as well and puts their own spin on it, makes it their own. How Rochester does that get? You know what I mean?
I know, and then that's what the festival is trying to capture, right? So we will have vendors that sell things with the different inspirations of the city mark on it. So apparel, merchandise, it will be all down there for everyone to shop. So and get a good visual display of all those different items that people make throughout the city.
I think it's gonna. If you're watching at home, I think it's gonna come up in like 2 seconds, maybe. I could be lying, but I really think it is if this is the same piece of video. It's just fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Which is a great way to describe Rochester.
Yes.
It's a really fun city. It's
Absolutely.
a fun place to be.
Absolutely. So if you have people coming in from out of town this weekend, bring them down and it will show them what we're all about here in Rochester. For sure.
Absolutely. One more time, somebody sitting at home, they want to show up when, where, and no tickets necessary.
No tickets, totally free, open to all ages. It's this weekend, June 6th, the Saturday. It's from 6 to 10 p.m. over in High Falls. And then the night wraps up with a drone show over High Falls. So we'll see you down there.
Carly, thank you for your time.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it. If you're interested, and why wouldn't you be, we'll put the information for you on foxrochester.com.
Hey, stick around. A lot more to come right here on Arc Rochester.
We'll be right back.
Amazing America 250 is sponsored by Balance of Nature.
In 1900, a man from Chittenango would publish a novel about a farm girl from Kansas who goes on an incredible journey in the land of Oz. 126 years later, the book and the world L. Frank Baum created continue to leave a lasting impact. The streets of Chittenango are lined with yellow brick, a nod to the legacy of its native son.
L. Frank Baum was born here in Chittenango, lived here for a few years, and then they moved to Syracuse. He grew up in Mattydale. He actually met the love of his life over on West Onondaga Street in Syracuse. Got married in Fayetteville.
But literary success did not come right away.
He failed at a lot of things before he became a writer. He was a door-to-door salesman. He was doing window decorating, fancied himself an actor. He picked up the family and moved to South Dakota. That wound up being a bankruptcy for Baum. He moved to Chicago. So he had all these other jobs. And Matilda Jocelyn Gage and his wife Maud were widely credited with being the ones who convinced him to write down his stories.
At the age of 44, he published The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, and it's been a phenomenon ever since. Baum went on to publish over a dozen more novels in the Oz series. He also churned out a plethora of other books and short stories using various pen names. Over the years, there have been several print, screen, and theatrical adaptations, but none more beloved than the 1939 MGM film.
L. Frank Baum helped move forward storytelling in a way that hadn't been done before, and the MGM film helped move forward storytelling even more with some of the fantastic.
The All Things Oz Museum highlights the many iterations of the Oz universe.
There's original costumes from The Wiz on Broadway, David Alan Grier's Uncle Henry costume, Patty Duke's costume from when she was in Wicked as Madame Morrible. We've also got costumes from the Wicked movies, Munchkin appearance costumes from the original Munchkin actors, autographs of all the main stars of the 1939 film, and a bunch of surprises.
And for nearly 50 years, every June, people from all over the world gather in the birthplace of the Oz creator to celebrate.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't think it's wonderful that somebody says, there's no place like home, or just click your heels 3 times, or if I only had a brain. Not in reference to the movie or the books, just it's a part of Americana. And the impact that a kid born in Chittenango, raised in Syracuse had on the world, that's a worldwide thing, is just fascinating. It is the American fairy tale. It's a real simple story about good versus evil and finding your own worth. And I think that that's never been more relevant than it is today. And I think that Baum really tapped into something there, which is why it still has the longevity it has.
The 49th annual Ozstravaganza is June 5th through the 7th. And whether you're a first-time visitor or a well-traveled Ozian, you'll definitely belong. Because after all, there's no place like home. Reporting for Amazing America 250, I'm Caitlin Pearson.
Ashley, can you hear me? So with the sound, I tried Universal twice. It looked terrible. John is helping me right now with rolling on the PC. So I should have everything like time codes and stuff as soon as I go back.
In today's political pulse, New York is joining the nationwide redistricting battle. Democrats in Albany are pushing for a new amendment to redraw congressional maps. The measure is expected to give Democrats at least 4 seats in the House of Representatives. I break down what's next with a reporter from our sister station in Albany. That's coming up in our 9 o'clock hour. ARC Rochester returns after this.
.03 on this Friday Eve. It's June 4th. Thank you for sticking with us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Ferdman.
I'm Dan Schrack. That's meteorologist Mark McLean, and he.
Well, we'll get there.
Okay.
We'll get there. Okay.
I don't know where there is, but there's somewhere he's taking us.
It's fun. It's another ARC Rochester first.
Okay.
Okay. Weather watch first, though. Let's talk about warm air. This is Dan Schrack weather.
It is.
I was taking a walk through the neighborhood yesterday, and you love the 90s, right?
I do.
And one of the neighbors came out and said, tell Dan Schrack that 90s is too much.
Did they?
Yeah, they said 80s are good, but 90s just...
Those are fighting words.
Just a little bit too much. You know, we've had warmth in June. Obviously, this can be a warm time of the year for us. Summer starts in this month. We had a June that was pretty warm. Mm-hmm. We had a June that had 80-plus degree days, but how many of them did that June have? 15, 18, 21, or 24 days? It's amazing because you think about June, and June can be that warm month. Charlene, Charles, A, Sarah, B, Gina, Yvonne, and Cassandra have C this morning. There was over 40 responses. Barbara S, Barbara.
Oh my God.
Cheryl A, Ron, Paul, and K have C this morning. Our next page has Barbara and Louie with B, Mary C, Stephen D. No more 80s. Sandra says
whoa,
no.
Sandra, whoa.
Janet has C. Sandra wants ice on the top of the pool. Have fun at the Spencerport. Thank you, Herb.
We will.
B,
don't you worry.
Betty C, Tim and Deborah A, David C. It's a good time, especially when the weather holds up like this. Shelley B, Debbie C, Allison D. No guess for me. Beautiful walk. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Great
it
walking
is. It
weather.
is. It's perfect. Rod has D. Lima Pumpkin Festival's going B. Kyla, Lisa, Robert A, Lisa's dad C, and Katie, Robert's wife, has B this morning. We get the next page, Greg C, Dawn, Greg's wife B, even Richard C, question mark, Deb B, Jack, Deb's husband, has A, Cheryl C, you too, Cheryl. Dave, Cheryl's husband D, Frank B, Mary, Pat, Frank's wife C, and David C, Judy, David's wife, has B this morning.
Couples are split.
Yes.
Yeah. Split, but they have got to be the friendliest people out there.
I would think.
You know?
Yep. It's great.
All right.
It's just a guess.
Yeah,
But then you get the background knowledge of. Some of them can sometimes be the warmest month of summer in Rochester, even though it's more spring than summer. Because of the high sun angle this time of the year, there's lots of energy coming into the atmosphere, and that only 6 days didn't reach 80 that year. June 1949 was also, as you might guess, the warmest June on record for Rochester. The average temperature was warmer than an average July.
Wow.
73 degrees
Well,
was
and
the
these
average.
poor people did not have air conditioning.
No, they did not. Not even a little bit. And it's going to be feeling like summer for the summer lovers out there. 80s today, tomorrow. It's pool weather for sure. It does drop back a little into the weekend, but not a lot. We're back into the 80s next week. Solid pool weather on the way. And one thing the warmth does bring out is the allergies. Now it's the grasses that are bothering you, the trees on the way down. Weeds are kind of holding in that low category. They'll go up later this summer as the days start to stretch out. Now the WAM camp, we've got high clouds. Technically, when you look at an observation at the airport, this would be an overcast, but it's an overcast at like above 10,000 feet. So the air is so cold up there, the air is so dry up there that it's not enough to blot out the sun. Now, this is the first. Here.
Okay. Is that two birds?
It is, and they're fighting over a...
Is that a kernel of corn?
They're kissing. The gray catbirds are kissing. You're
It's
listening
like
for
Lady
their
and the
song.
Tramp, like they're sharing it.
Yeah.
You're
Is that
listening.
from your bird feeder?
No, somebody put it up on Chime In, though.
Okay.
13wham.com/chime in.
So I don't know much about, or I don't know a lot about many things, but I know very little about a lot of things. And it's my understanding when birds do that, they're in a relationship, and it's something like 5 yards away, you will be able to find their nest. Wow. They are preparing to nest together.
Wow. Well, these birds they have a very pretty call. It lasts up to 10 minutes, and they mimic natural sounds and sounds that man creates. So their songs can change as they listen to others. They try to imitate the sounds that they're hearing in nature.
Love that.
Neat.
Why are they called catbirds, Ashley?
It's because they sound like kittens when they
Oh, I get it. I still have.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be dry for the flight today and tomorrow. Maybe some showers. May need the windshield wipers for the catbirds, right? They don't have windshield wipers. Just kidding. Sunday, Monday, drying out, and as will next week, with huge high pressure. And that's been the weather story all week. That's why you're loving it out there. Future weather does show some showers. Believe it or not, we're going to get back to that point. Low to mid 80s today. Tonight's going to drop back into the upper 50s or low 60s across western New York, depending on where you live. And tomorrow, mid to upper 80s. You know, some of the latest data is actually pushing 90 now for tomorrow, and we have not reached that threshold yet this season. So if we do get there, it is a possibility late in the afternoon. Now watch this, some clouds and even a few brief showers around overnight Friday into Saturday, but it's just not going to be a washout. I just want to stress that if you have outdoor plans. And speaking of pool plans, it's just nice to be able to put this one back up on the air, right? Mm-hmm. We do have to see the empty chairs, though. There's 2 of those. Mm-hmm. We need to work on that. We could have a rotating cast of guests for the pool if we can figure this out.
Okay.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Which 13 WHAM employee is by the pool today?
I like it.
No? Yeah?
Yeah, no, I'm down.
Yeah.
60. Partly cloudy tonight, pleasant night. You may want a touch of AC next couple of days. Some scattered showers, possibly even a little thunder there on Saturday, mainly dry on Sunday, and 80s next week.
And how many days until summer? Let's see.
14.
Drum roll, please. 16
All right.
days, 18 hours, 14 minutes, 23
You know what happens
seconds.
in summer? It gets hot around here.
It does.
And from the ground up today, talking about drought-tolerant plants.
Thursday.
So we're going to, in just a few minutes, we're going to have information on that and how to keep the garden nice and green this summer.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Mark. Time right now, 9:10. We have much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're looking ahead to an upcoming fashion show and the cause it's raising awareness of.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Oh my gosh, listen, and they're imitating me now. Mic check 1, 2.
Ready? Thought they might do up earlier. We're just gonna. I'll make you guys up in the studio. Yeah.
It's okay. I thought I'd know you better, but it's okay.
Come on. It's great.
Next time
Thank you so
he'll
much
buy
for
you a
coming
drink
too.
first.
Thank you for
I love
coming
you
in.
guys.
Thank you so much for
all the
coming in.
time.
We appreciate it.
Come on
All
in
the
and have a
time.
seat.
There you go.
Watch you guys all the time.
Thank you.
Yes.
And if it's okay, I'm just going
Yes.
to move this so that
Okay.
we don't see the...
Oh.
.9:13 this Thursday. Later this month, a Rochester organization is using fashion as a platform for healing, remembrance, and change.
Rise Up Rochester is hosting Go Orange, Walking the Runway Against Gun Violence. It's a free community event and it honors loved ones lost to violence while supporting survivors through creative expression, empowerment, and unity. Joining us now with more on the event, we have grief and bereavement specialists Jeanette Scott and Retha Rogers. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning. Good morning.
This is such an important cause. You know, we had Rise Up Rochester on not too long ago to talk about what they're doing to bring awareness to gun violence. But for somebody who is unfamiliar with the fashion show and what the two of you do, give us a little bit of an overview.
Okay, first of all, I am a grief and bereavement counselor, and so what we do is support families, and it's just after the fact, though they have lost their loved ones to senseless violence in the street, we are there to support them, to let them know that there's hope after they lost their loved one, to just help them through. We have a support group, we have a therapist there, and we walk families through that process because sometimes they think that they're in it alone, but we're there to support them, to give them a renewed sense of hope. Sometimes I go to the funeral with them and just let them know that they are not alone and that Rise Up Rochester is here to support any way that we can.
That's absolutely incredible. I wonder though, when you deal with you're walking through darkness a lot throughout the day. How does that impact you? How does that impact you? And how does that impact your work?
For us, we both lost someone to gun violence, so we understand, where they're coming from. So for me, it's a great feeling to help someone else to go through what I went through and let them know how to survive and how we can still live. Even in the midst of our trauma, we still have to have life, after the death of a loved one. It's like the new norm for us because it does changes our life drastically. It changes who we are. And then it's like we have to regroup to try to find a balance.
Do you feel the same way?
I definitely feel the same way. And so while we're helping and serving, it gives us a sense of healing. We feel better when we're bringing hope to someone else, telling them they can make it. We're with them. You're not alone. We're going to help you through this. We're walking through this with you. You can cry, because crying is cleansing, but it's okay. It's going to be all right. We get to live another day. And we turn that pain into purpose when we serve the community.
You know, that it's beautiful and almost surprising to hear. You think of somebody who's going through pain and suffering like the two of you. You'd think that they want to stay as far away from that as possible. But the two of you, you immerse yourselves in it and you say, all right, I'm going to take the pain that I feel and I'm going to help others who are also going through the same thing.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So the fashion show, tell us a little bit about that. That is a unique way of getting people aware.
Yeah, the fashion show for us, it's not just a fashion show. It's bringing the community together, letting them know that we're celebrating our loved ones through fashion, but it brings hope, courage, and strength for the survivors. It's something that we have always wanted to do, and this is going to be our first year. We're hoping that it will continue, but like I said, it's an awakeness to let them know that the community we're united together, there's strength in numbers, and to help each other just continue to enjoy ourselves and enjoy life.
I have to imagine the connections you make throughout the process, first doing what you do, but the connections that others make when they come to see you and go to an event like this are connections that are so healing because they see themselves in other people. They see the same grief they're experiencing in other people. Is that the case?
Yes. That is definitely the case. And we want to bring that hope. Sometimes people think when they lose their loved ones, they shouldn't smile, they shouldn't have fun, they shouldn't go out, but they should. Your loved ones would want you to come out, would want you to have fun, would want you to have a good life and live again. And so we do see that when we help each other. And they feel that when they connect with each other and say, we're not going through this alone. Right. Somebody else feels the same way we do. And they understand.
I am sure you have impacted so many lives, more than you even realize. Thank you both so much for coming in and for raising awareness on this topic. If you are interested in learning more, we'll post the information for you on foxrochester.com.
We appreciate it, ladies. Hey, stick around. When Arc Rochester returns, Stephanie Joseph is breaking down some of our top political headlines.
The Political Pulse is coming up next.
It's time for a political pulse check here on ARC Rochester. Albany Democrats are pushing for statewide redistricting to expand their party's representation in Congress. A new amendment to modify the state's constitution was debated last night. The change would allow mid-decade redistricting to redraw congressional maps. It also opens the door to gerrymandering along party lines, which could give Democrats at least 4 seats in the House. GOP lawmakers expressing concern about the motivation behind the change and diluting voter voices in their districts. Despite other states moving to redraw lines, Republicans say it's none of New York's concern.
You think what those other states did was right?
Obviously not.
And through you, Mr. President, would the sponsor continue to yield?
Will the sponsor yield?
Yes.
The sponsor yields.
Then why would we do something that's wrong in New York State?
Because we are playing a game that we are not playing alone. And so if the other participants in this process are playing by a different set of rules, to not be able to respond in kind would be irresponsible.
And for more on the new developments in this redistricting battle, I'm joined by anchor and reporter at our sister station in Albany, Tom Eschen. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Stephanie. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you so much for being here. A lot developed overnight in terms of this legislation. We had just heard from senators there as they were talking about this. It actually passed there. Where do things stand in the Assembly? How are lawmakers going to move forward on this last day of session?
It did pass the Assembly late last night. I was on the set actually anchoring one of our shows and had the video up of the debate, which was going on for hours. The Republicans pushing back, similar to what you saw there between Mark Walczyk and Mike Gianaris in the Senate. So the Assembly did end up passing in this redistricting legislation. It's funny you had that between Michael Gianaris, the senator, the deputy majority leader there. I spoke to him in September, and I thought it was interesting. I asked him the question, why not just run better candidates, people that you think can win? And he said, gave me a similar answer that day as well. He said, well, this is just the situation we're in. He goes, well, yeah, that'd be great. But because of what's going on nationally, whether you agree with it or not, they have to fight fire with fire at this point. You had Joe Morelli, the congressman there out of Rochester, who came into the Capitol a month ago and said, well, this is an existential threat to the Republic. Star Wars type language going on here. And now we're seeing these changes made. And now we're set up, now that it's passed both chambers, it will now go to next year and next year's legislature, who will also have to pass it before it's on the ballot in 2027. So it all feels very urgent right now, but really this wouldn't have an impact until 2028 if voters approve it when it's on the ballot potentially in 2027.
And speaking of voters, I think it's important to note that a lot of GOP lawmakers had brought up last night that voters had voted yes on Proposition 1 back in 2014. We're talking about the Independent Redistricting Commission, for example. This kind of goes around that process as well. Can you explain the role, or maybe lack thereof, of the Redistricting Commission?
Yeah, that was a big part, as you mentioned, of the debate last night, the concern from that Republicans who say that it's now that more of the power is being put in the hands of the legislature compared to Independent Redistricting Commission itself. So this now allows the legislature, this legislation, if the Independent Redistricting Commission doesn't come up with a map once, that then now goes to the legislature. Before the IRC had more opportunities, something that we saw play out a couple years ago now when they made a map, and that map was thrown out, and the legislature drew it anyway. And you do have that moving of the goalpost a bit on either side of saying voters already had their voices heard here when it came to the IRC and saying that they wanted that. And you hear that the Republicans say, well, the voters, this is what they wanted. What the Democrats are trying to do is going against that. And then the Democrats are coming back and saying, well, the voters do have a choice here anyway if it's on the ballot in 2027, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I'm also wondering, when it comes to the seats that Democrats are expected to pick up, what is the response from lawmakers? I know you spoke to an expert specifically who was able to break down what a new map could look like.
Yeah, obviously we've been following this for months now, so we've had opportunities to really dig deep into this. And when you walk through the map, you already see it's gerrymandered, right? We're already there in some aspects. If you look at some of the intricacies, especially around New York City at that, and that's what you saw down in Staten Island earlier this year when there was a challenge to New York 11, where that's the only Republican in New York City, and that one was thrown out by a judge, that lawsuit, when they tried to get that part of the map redrawn. So when you look across the state, this does allow Democrats to be more creative in how they redraw these maps, to maybe pick up something in the North Country or elsewhere. But that they have to be very creative to do that, because there isn't a lot of wiggle room when it comes to trying to move these lines, whether that be near, outside or using parts of Rochester and digging that map into different parts of the state. I think it's going to be difficult, but this does give them a little bit more wiggle room. That's what I'm hearing. In terms of the number of seats, I think that's what everyone wants to know. They want, you just mentioned there a moment ago, maybe as many as 4 or 5. That seems to be optimistic from what I've been hearing.
And what I'm really interested in is some of the responses from Democrats. It kind of seemed like Senator Gianaris was pretty direct in how he was responding to questions there, kind of saying that this is outright gerrymandering and it's not what people voted for. It's not bipartisan at all. Is there any Democratic voice that maybe you've heard from that is down the line or maybe trying to defend this in a different way?
I haven't heard that. Maybe I need to talk to more people, but it's been pretty much, well, if no one's doing it, we shouldn't do it. If everyone's doing it, then we need to fight fire with fire. That's basically been the line. And you have the finger pointing of who started all of this. And you see each side saying, well, the Democrats started this in New York a couple years ago. And then you said the Democrats say, well, the Republicans started this when Donald Trump told Texas to go pick up seats. So I think that the majority of the Democrats, at least the ones that I've spoken to, are all pretty much in line here with the fact that they look at what's going on nationally and saying, well, this is our opportunity to give people a voice in Congress and give them a fair shake when they see what's going on across the country.
Certainly a lot to pay attention to, especially as we head into the next session for sure, seeing how matters sort of play out there and maybe a potential appearance on the ballot for this issue. Tom Eschen from our sister station in Albany, thank you so much for your time.
Great. Thanks, Stephanie.
Hey, be sure to stay with ARC Rochester for your top political headlines. We are back after this.
From the ground down?
Oh, no.
Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Should I sit in the middle? Maybe?
I mean,
Yeah.
they don't like when the logo is blocked, so.
Oh. All right.
Oh.
Time for fun.
That's good. Okay.
Hey.
Go ahead.
No, please.
9:30 on this Friday Eve, which means it is time for everybody's favorite segment. From the ground up.
The sound effect.
Yes, the sound effects.
Well, this is the time of the year that the temperature starts going up, 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 and, going against the grain of what we've had for most of this year, which has been wet and cool conditions. Now it's drying out. So let's talk about some of the plants that you can put out in the yard that are drought tolerant, that like the heat, and how to keep them nice and healthy with some irrigation tips from Nick Mostarda at the Garden Factory. This week's segment on From the Ground Up, concentrating on plants that do well when it gets hot outside. We're talking drought-tolerant plants and also irrigation in your garden. Maybe you're taking a vacation this season, you're going to be away from home, you've spent a bunch of money on plants, and you want to keep them alive. So that's why we invite Nick Mostarda, the nursery manager here at the Garden Factory. Nick, thanks again. Talking about some plants that do really well in drier conditions. And we've got some of your favorites picked out right in front of us. What do we have right here?
Yeah, so for annuals, we got some zinnias. We have some sun patience here.
Okay, and that's this guy.
Yep.
Now, of all these plants that we have in front of us, is there one that's a little bit more drought tolerant than all of them, or are they all kind of in the same boat?
So in your baskets, it would be the lantana, which
Okay.
are these here.
Right on the end?
Yep. If you need something for in the ground or something for in your planters, the wave petunias do really well with the heat and in the summer heat.
Yeah.
That would be probably my go-to for that.
This is so cool, right? Because the wave petunias, they do need to be deadheaded. We should just say that, though. You do have to pluck off the spent petals. But we've got red, white, and blue up there. The 250 coming up in July. You get a lot of these here, right? Doesn't that look good? I mean, we just put a planter together at home with that combination. Buffalo Bills colors.
I was going to say, if you can do the 4th of July, you can do the Bills, anything like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and one of my favorites I picked out here also, Vinca, right?
Yes.
That comes in different colors too, right?
It does. It does. That is also one that can take the heat. It could take a little bit of a drier condition. Can't take zero maintenance, but they can definitely take the heat.
Yeah, and by the end of the season, they get decent in size. I mean, you see the size of that hanging basket right there. One of these little plugs right here that's in the middle of this, a couple of those get to the size of that basket by the end of August. I've had that experience as well. We just looked at some of our favorite drought-tolerant plants in the nursery. Now we're coming over to the perennials, and maybe we're through the first bloom cycle. How can we get a second bloom cycle going on some of these perennials that we bought earlier this spring?
Yeah, so right now you're probably getting to the point where some of that first bloom cycle is finishing. So really right now you're going to cycle trim, which is just taking the dead flowers off so the plant doesn't keep shooting energy to it.
Yep.
And then you should be in about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, getting a next set of bud for the next flower cycle. And that's for things like this catmint, the salvia here, and lavender.
Okay, and you mentioned something about the watering too, right? When you're watering, you always want to keep the water off the foliage? What's the reason for that?
Yeah, the best thing you could do is really keep the water off the foliage and try to water the base of the plant for 2 different reasons. It's always good to soak the ground and get the ground soaked and get really down to the root, especially in the summertime. And the moisture that sits on the foliage can actually steam, especially in a really hot summer day with the sun, just to keep some of that unsightly look off of the foliage.
Okay, and speaking of irrigation, let's go inside and take a look at some of the tools that we can use to irrigate your plants this summer. Nick, it's going to be summer soon. You know, folks go on vacation. You know, it gets hot in the afternoon. You know, what's the best technique to keep all of my new plants wet and thriving if I'm going to go on vacation or if I'm going to take a break from my garden?
So if you got to take a break, you got to go on vacation, you don't have anybody to take care of your things, timers are big.
Okay.
Soaker hoses are another big thing. Yes, any of these timers will work really well. You can set them, forget them, let them go, let them do their thing, and that'll keep everything wet while you're gone.
And really, you're just buying peace of mind too, right?
Correct.
I mean, you're on vacation somewhere. The last thing you want to be thinking about is carrying around a watering can, you know, while you're talking about your plants. What's the difference between these kinds of hoses here? We've got heavy duty, you know, you got light duty hose, and you also have a soaker hose. What's the advantage of the soaker hose?
So what's nice about the soaker hose is that's what you would use on, let's say, arborvitaes, different things like that, where you have to do a long hedgerow. You can even weave it in and out of gardens that have shrubs and different things like that to keep the ground wet without having to necessarily hand water every single plant.
So if you tied together the timer to your soaker hose, then you could have a nice even spread of water through the garden at any time that you wanted to.
Yeah, the only thing you got to make sure you're doing is kind of check the ground a couple times to get your timing down right. To make sure you're not too wet or too dry, because sometimes you could get into kind of a false positive of thinking, okay, an hour's got to be enough time, but if you have a really sandy soil, it may need a little more time. So just checking it the first couple times you do it to make sure.
Okay, and is there a better time to water plants?
Typically it would be either first thing in the morning. You want to do it before the heat of the day, or you can do it towards the end of the day, but the absolute best time would be morning.
Okay, and what about the lawn? We've got a couple of different types of sprinklers. We've got this rotary type of sprinkler right here.
Yep.
That just kind of spins in a circle, makes the funny noise, right?
Yeah, that's the one if you have a big area, a lot of ground to cover. That'll cover a bunch of ground.
Okay, and then second to that would be the oscillator, which is down on the end over here.
Yeah, most homeowners would probably use that. They're more familiar with
this
it.
one right here.
Yep.
Yeah. And then this just kind of goes back and forth. And
and you can set a timer to that too, with the timers to a hose, and that's where you'd use your heavy-duty hose for that.
And this is big coverage too. I mean, 2,650 square feet. I mean, that's a good sized front lawn, right?
Oh yeah.
So it'll give you some good coverage.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks a bunch, Nick. It really helps. Helps folks plan out, and we're happy to have worked with you for the season here.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I've enjoyed it.
It's been great. It's been great, and let's talk about maybe some of the interesting things you've got going on in your garden.
Interesting indeed.
Well, you have to water the garden.
Well, okay, so I was just thinking about that because you talked about vacation, and I remember you getting really irritated with me last year when I was getting ready to go on vacation. We were going to be gone for a week, and just mentioned it to Mark, and he's like, "Who's going to water your plants?" And there was silence.
Oh,
Didn't even think about it. And he was like, "We're in a drought," and he like started going off, and I was like, "If you want to do it," and I don't think you did, but
well, you have to have a plan. It's not uncommon. Folks will go into a garden center. You're spending $50, $100, $150 on plants in the yard, and then all of a sudden, here we are going to the Adirondacks or something for a long weekend or a week or something, and some of these irrigation tips really help out. The soaker hose, especially, those are great. But like Nick said, you have to be careful because you really have to try it out before you leave, because you don't know if you're putting enough in or too little in. And then, how long should I run it? When should I run it? The timers are great, but it is an investment.
Yeah. I'm a fan of just the traditional oscillating sprinkler because, listen, I like to put my bathing suit on and just run back and forth in that.
we need a segment on
Thanks
that.
for the warning. There's an entertainment value here, too. We have a garden, and we could set up an oscillating sprinkler out there for you.
Do not feed the animals.
This would be a really fun segment.
It could be a really fun segment.
Save it for Arc After Dark.
No, imagine that. We're running through the sprinkler, and the ice cream truck pulls up tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
And we all go get our ice cream.
Sounds like a Seinfeld episode.
It does.
We're talking about watering plants, right?
That's how it started.
Okay.
That's how it started.
Wow.
Some of those really hardy plants, though, those drought resilient plants, they're just as big as gorgeous as any of the other plants.
Yeah, I love zinnias and I love vinca out in the yard. You get these different colors. They're very drought tolerant. Some of them, if you miss a day or two, still going to make it, and especially if we start getting up near 90, you got to have stuff out there that can handle it. The front of our house faces south, so that gives it that extra kick of heat, during the afternoon, especially that 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. sunshine. That can cook something real quick if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Dangers of overwatering your plants too. Did that with our tomatoes last year, and they didn't do so
They start to turn lime green, then yellow, the leaves start falling off, then the leaves get dark spots.
Well, I thought that meant that they were still thirsty. So I was like, more water, and then they drowned, and it was bad. But really good stuff, Mark.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, sounds good. Wait, are we out of time?
Yeah, she said 30.
Oh, okay, I heard a number and I couldn't remember what it was. Stick around, we've got a lot more to come right here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're learning more about the return of a local family favorite happening in Spencerport.
That's right, don't forget you can watch us on the go. Join us. We're live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
neighbor.
I
Okay,
know,
that's fair,
it's good to
that's
see
fair.
you. We got our hats.
Nice.
Thank you.
Come on in and have a seat.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna lose this.
Rich Healy?
It's too bad we never worked together.
OG.
Oh, Aaron. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
How many MPPAs did Aaron have? Because I got.
How do we look?
I think we look good.
I feel good. I don't know about you. For nearly a century, the Spencerport Firemen's Carnival has been a sign that summer is just about here. 4 days of rides, live music, great food, plenty of family fun. You put the strap on.
Listen, I'm trying to impress here. I mean, we're imitating the real thing.
They gave me them.
I know. Okay, so the event also helps support the volunteer firefighters who serve the community year-round. Joining us more about the carnival, we've got Aaron Baker, president of the Spencerport Volunteer Firemen's Association, and firefighter Rich Healy, the Spencerport Fire Department's public information officer. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. Do we look okay?
You put it on exactly how we do because we have a strap that we have to put on our helmets to secure them. So you put on properly.
Good job.
So
Good job,
thanks.
buddy.
Good for you.
job.
That's awesome.
I appreciate it. I'm going to save it for my calendar shoot later on today. Let's dive right in because this kicked off yesterday,
Yes,
correct?
it did. Yep.
What can people expect? I mean, we're nearly 100 years and going strong.
So with the fantastic weather that's been forecast, at least until Friday, we're expecting huge crowds, a lot of people coming. They can expect food, fun, rides, games, everything, carnival food. So it's always on someone's list, the fried dough and all that, all those goodies. So we're expecting a lot of fun today.
And the community in Spencerport, they always rave about this carnival and about the weekend in general. Tell us a little bit about the community that supports the volunteer fire department.
Yeah, I mean, we have an awesome community that comes out year after year to support us. And in 2022, we had a quick hiatus because of the COVID pandemic. In 2022, they came out in large numbers. And we were fortunate enough to take some of the proceeds from 2022 and purchase what's called the Lucas device that does automated chest compressions on someone who's going through cardiac arrest. So it was a great example of the community came out in large numbers and supported us in 2022, and we were able to purchase a life-saving device that gives directly back to the community.
I want to, just for a moment, just take a little detour away from the fun of the event and kind of focus more on the actual work that takes place when you are a volunteer firefighter, because, I mean, that's a thankless job, but why do you do it?
Yeah, I love being a volunteer firefighter. I've been in for 5 years now, and you get to learn an entire new skill set. You get to meet people in your community and become more involved, and it's just a really good time. The camaraderie that we have, there's a lot of great people who have a wide variety of skill sets, so you become close with the members really quickly.
How about for you, Aaron?
I started almost 30 years ago, and I started because of a tragedy in the fire service. We lost a member. It's our only line of duty death that we had, and he was a neighbor of mine, and he inspired me to join, and here I am almost 30 years later. But everybody has a story. Everybody has a reason why they want to step up and help their community, and that was mine. So I'm proud to serve, and it's been a great experience for me.
Well, the work that you do is incredible. Thank you both so much for that. Now we can go back to the fun.
Sure.
So it started yesterday, but tonight is the parade, and we were saying during the commercial break, people have already started setting up chairs. I had no idea when I moved to Spencerport that it was so competitive to get a good spot for the parade. Tell us a little bit about it. It's huge.
So there's that whole acronym of if you know, you know, and people are setting out lawn chairs yesterday before the sun went down. And earlier. So, I mean, people look forward to this parade every year. You'll see lawn chairs lining Union Street, the day before. And this is something that we look forward to as a community every year.
And Abby, you're in the parade tonight, correct?
No.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Oh.
Mark and I just like to go.
Oh, okay. Mark's kid's in the parade.
Nice.
Why? I thought you were in the parade.
No, but we have to go.
I think. Can
it
she
goes
be in
right
the
through.
parade?
If she wants to be.
You don't want me.
We'll find you a
It's
spot.
all right.
I got some last
Don't-
minute.
No, it's all right.
Business is coming.
We
we'll
can
find
have
a
you and
spot in the
Mark
parade.
Listen,
walking down Union
I'm only
Street.
going to do it if Mark is. He's got his hat on over there.
Oh, look at
You
that.
look great. You want to come over?
Come over here. Let the fine people at home see you.
That's sitting really
doesn't-
nice and tall on your hat.
It is.
Nice.
The only problem is my head is gigantic.
It is.
So
There's a lot of stress on the strap right
Yeah,
now.
but it matches my tie, though. Thank you for that. You know, it
Yeah.
looks great.
It looks
Can't-
great.
Can't wait.
It
It's a
matches.
blast every year.
Yeah.
And the music, too, right?
Yeah.
Music is
The
always
music at
great.
night is
yes.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live music. Who's performing tonight? Do we know?
Flannel Underground is our band tonight. So if you're a big fan of that 90s grunge rock, you know, that type of thing, Pearl Jam, they're all about it. So it's going to be a fun time.
Thank you both for coming in. Thank you for your service. We appreciate it. All the information, you can find it on foxrochester.com.
Stick around. When we come back, we're going behind the curtain of RBTL's final show for this Broadway season.
We're back on the other side of the break.
Welcome back. The final show of this season's Broadway series at the RBTL is ready to take the stage in Rochester. It's telling the story of a movement that changed America.
It really is. SUFFS follows the women who fought for the right to vote, bringing to life the passion, sacrifice, and determination of the suffrage movement. This morning, we're taking a closer look at this show. We're joined now by cast member Livy Marcus, who plays Doris Stevens. Livy, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to come to Rochester next week.
Well, we're excited to have you and excited to speak with you now. For someone who may be unfamiliar with the story that you all portray on the stage, can you break it down for them?
Sure. I was unfamiliar with the story as well when I first got this job. This particular suffrage story is the last 7 years of the movement to get the 19th Amendment ratified, which gave women the right to vote. So it kind of opens a discussion of what it took from both the old guard and the new guard to get this amendment passed. And it does it with a tremendous amount of humor and grit. It's really cool.
You know, I think a lot of the time when people think about musicals, they think of the like classic showbiz, glitz and glam, and the big numbers and all of that stuff. Why is it so important to have musicals that also talk about history and about what made America or other places in the world what they are today?
That's a great question. I mean, first of all, we do have the big numbers and the dancing and the giggles. But on top of that, I mean, it's so gratifying to look out into the audiences and see so many people with their jaws dropped. Like, a lot of people weren't taught the details of this movement in their own schools, or maybe it was glossed over a little bit, or they talk mostly about like Susan B. Anthony or Elizabeth Cady Stanton. And you get to meet a whole new crop of real life people that I think really humanizes this incredible event that took place over 100 years ago, and I hope it galvanizes people to want to take action in their own lives.
Absolutely. And just, as an aside here, it's, I think, maybe a little extra special that it's coming to our region because we've got the home of Susan B. Anthony. We've got Seneca Falls, where this movement, really, really took place. It's really incredible that so much of it happened right here, and you guys are going to be telling that story.
I know. I'm so excited. My mother-in-law is coming in Rochester, and my brothers-in-law, and I've been kind of waiting for this city for historical and personal reasons for like the last 9-10 months we've been on tour. So I'm really, really stoked. I can't wait.
Livy, did a lot of research have to be done for you to get ready for this part?
Yeah. Funnily enough, the character I play, Doris Stevens, she wrote a book called Jailed for Freedom that inspired Shayna Taub, our writer, amazing lyricist and book writer, to make SUFFS. So I do feel like the research element is the most important for my particular character because she wrote the thing that we're all using to research. That being said, the minute we started rehearsals, I put all my materials away and just focused on the job at hand so that I wouldn't get distracted by little discrepancies and just focus on like the character I was making and the story I'm making with my unbelievably talented castmates.
What has the response from audiences been like?
Unbelievable. I truly went into this being like, even if we touch one little girl's life, it's going to be the most gratifying thing. And even if we're selling at 50% capacity, because, people can be a little touchy about women's stories, I'll still be so proud of us. We're selling out. We have lines outside the stage door every night. It makes me want to cry. I'm so unbelievably proud of the response that this show has gotten. And I think it's a testament to both the incredible Tony Award-winning writing, the brilliant direction by Lee Silverman, and our choreographer, Maite Talio. And then also, like, this cast, I love them so much. I just think that we've taken what the amazing thing they created on Broadway and made our own thing out of it. And I'm so happy that so many people have gotten to see it so far.
Well, we are so happy to have you, Livy. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We
Thank you,
appreciate
guys.
it. We've got to let you go, but we're going to post more information about SUFFS the musical at RBTL. You can find it all on foxrochester.com.
When we come back, our final thoughts on this Friday Eve.
Stand by.
We're back.
Final thoughts of the morning on ARC Rochester. We were packed today.
Packed
busy
show.
Yep.
Can I have the rest of us?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Only if I get to have your calendar for free.
Well, it's a calendar, and I've got some other ideas too. Oh, I'm kidding. Come on. We'll see you tomorrow morning starting at 4:57 on
13 WHAM ABC. Join Steph and Mark later today for 13 WHAM News at midday. Please remember to vote for Steph and DJ for Dancing with the Arc. Go to Steph's Insta and Facebook and all of that stuff to find the link to vote.
We'll see ya.